Well, the wait is over. Coming up, everything you need to know about the Rivian IPO that is happening next week. So stay tuned. What's going on, you guys? My name is Jose and welcome back to the IPO Nerd, the best place to learn about new companies going public and how to invest in them. America's #1 IPO news channel. Today, we're going to be looking at the Rivian IPO that is happening next week one final time. This is the final video, guys. No more videos on Rivian after this. This is the complete guide to the Rivian IPO. So make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and let's get right into it. As a reminder, I do have a $100,000 portfolio that I share with my patrons, so make sure you go down in the description and sign up for my Patreon. It's only $1, guys. I have to charge something. You can cancel at any time, all right? And in there, I share all my positions in my dividend portfolio and my IPO portfolio. So go down in the description and check it out. Also, merch is available as well, guys, so make sure you go down in the description and get your merch as soon as possible before we run out. I don't think we're gonna run out, are we? All right, here's your IPO scoop. Rivian Automotive, ticker symbol is gonna be RIVN. There's your underwriters, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, and others. They're gonna be selling 135 million shares for a price of $57 to $62 per share. This come out a valuation of $8 billion. And this is happening 11/10/2021, which is next Wednesday. So make sure you mark your calendars. Rivian wants to raise $8.4 billion going public, making it the third largest US IPO in the last decade. With only Alibaba and Meta, or formerly Facebook, right, generating more since 2011, guys. So this means this IPO is gonna be huge. It was brought up to my attention last night, guys, by one of my patrons, Ben, shout out Ben, that Rivian actually raised their IPO price range, guys, and it could be worth up to $65 billion now. So instead of being $57 to $62 per share, guys, we're looking at $72 to $74 per share, guys. So I just wanted to, give you that update real quick to let you know that the shares might be a little bit more expensive than we thought, but we're still gonna try to get our hands on some. Just want to point out that the company reported a net loss of $126 million in 2019 and $1 billion in 2020. The losses only look set to grow as the first half of 2021, the company was bleeding already $994 million. But it's not all bad news, guys. Here's some great news. According to this article right here, Amazon, which has 20% stake in Rivian, has put an order of 100,000 electric delivery vans. You see those vans that go around, guys, like delivering your packages from Amazon, the blue vans? Rivian is actually making those vans right there. So that's great news for the company. Now, I know what you're thinking, because it's the same thing that I'm thinking. Is Rivian the next Tesla, and should I invest in their IPO? Well, guys, let's check out this video real quick from the Wall Street Journal. And when we come back, we're going to check out their S1 to check out their company financial data.
Morning. I've come out to the woods because I want to tell you about a new electric vehicle that's coming out that could allow me to be out here without needing to bring all of this. You see, there's a company called Rivian that's starting deliveries of its R1T, an all-electric pickup that you can get with 400 miles of range and a tent and a flashlight and a first aid kit, and you can even get it with a kitchen sink. It's aimed at folks who enjoy being outdoors, like me. But it's not the kitchen sink that's causing a stir. You see, Rivian has received over $10 billion in funding since 2019, and a lot of that has come from Amazon. That's why we saw Bezos driving one on the way to his space launch. And now, Rivian has filed for an IPO. While the company hasn't disclosed the size or price range of its public offering, it's expected to be tens of billions of dollars. To put that into context, the company could have a higher valuation than industry leader Ford, even though Rivian is only around a decade old and is only just starting to deliver vehicles. So what's driving that huge valuation, and could anything obstruct Rivian's plans? Well, pull up a chair, I'll explain. A big part of Rivian's high valuation is that its EVs are primarily aimed at a hugely popular segment of the auto market: pickups. Pickups made up a fifth of US auto sales in 2020, with Ford's F-Series often being the most popular. And now, those pickups are going electric. What's more, a new breed of automakers like Tesla and Lordstown have also developed EV pickups. Tesla says its Cybertruck will have a maximum range of around 500 miles and is expected to cost $70,000.
Doesn't look like anything else.
Following the Tesla playbook, Rivian plans on selling direct to consumers and not through dealerships like Ford does. Ford is releasing its electric F-150 Lightning, which the company says will have a max range of 300 miles and cost just shy of $50,000. and Biden seems to be a fan.
This sucker's quick.
But most of Rivian's competitors won't be releasing vehicles till next year. And while Rivian might not be able to deliver huge volumes this year, its R1T is still set to arrive before its bigger, older rivals, and that could sway some early adopters and give them a seat at the table. Another thing that's exciting investors, Rivian has major backing from Amazon, who have injected millions into the company. And it's placed a big order with Rivian, not for those R1Ts, but instead for
100,000 electric delivery vans.
The investment is part of Amazon's plans to invest in transportation as it tries to eliminate its carbon footprint before 2040. But it's not all smooth terrain ahead for Rivian. While the company could deliver its trucks ahead of many of its rivals, it too has been impacted by supply chain delays and the global chip shortage. In July, it announced it was pushing deliveries back to September. And then there's the issue of where Rivians will be used. Because Rivian don't just want you to go to the hardware store, they want you to come out here, to the wild. But if an internal combustion engine ran out of fuel here, I could easily hike to the nearest gas station, get some gasoline and bring some back. You can't really do that with electricity. To get around this, Rivian says it's building its own charging network, some of which will be in US national parks, with 3,500 fast chargers at 600 sites by 2023. But it's yet to be seen if people who are trying to unplug for the weekend will also be willing to plug in, let alone whether it will appeal to the traditional pickup market. So can Rivian live up to the hype? Well, there were 3 million pickups sold in 2020. So even if Rivian captures a small part of that market, it's still enough to keep traditional automakers on their toes.
Alright, so that was a great video. Thank you to the Wall Street Journal for sharing that with us, right? But they talk about some quick facts about Rivian, right? They're talking about how 20% of all vehicles sold last year in 2020 were pickups, how Rivian is planning to build 3,500 charging stations in over 600 sites. And they also talked about how Amazon already ordered 100,000 electric vans for delivery, guys. So just a great company, right? So far, but we're missing one thing, right? Let's look at the S1 to learn more about the company financial data. All right, guys, so the S1 we're going to be looking at today was filed on November 1st, 2021. The company is Rivian Automotive, Inc. All right, so a few things to notice right here is that they are not reporting any revenue, obviously, because they just started selling their vehicles in September, so that's okay. Now, this S1, guys, is in millions, not in thousands. Right here, the total operating expenses are equal to the loss from operations at $990 million, guys. Their net loss, $994 million for 2021, guys. So this company obviously not profitable. They have a net loss almost of $1 billion, and every single dollar that Amazon and Ford and anybody else that's backing up this company throws into the company is being used for research and development and some other operating expenses, guys. So the company not profitable. However, they do have some cash and cash equivalents right here of $3.6 billion, guys. So that's not too bad. They do have some money in the bank that they can use to continue to promote the brand. Their total assets, $6.4 billion. And total liabilities, $972 million, guys. So a lot more assets and liabilities. You know I like to see that. And that is all you need to know about the Rivian IPO that is happening next week, guys. It's going to be a long time before Rivian turns a profit. But look at Tesla. It took him 20 years almost to turn a profit, guys. So if you believe in the technology and if you believe that Rivian could be a great company for the future, then this will be a good investment for you. I'm gonna have to give this one a big thumbs up because nobody else is doing what they're doing. They are the first electric vehicles, pickup electric vehicles to market, and they look amazing, just gorgeous and all that. And with the backing of Amazon, which has disposable cash at their hands, right, billions and billions of dollars, and Ford, I believe that Rivian can go a long way. So I'm gonna give this one a big thumbs up, guys. But of course, guys, that's just my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not investing in financial advice. So make sure you do your own research and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. As always, guys, if you like this video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel. But more important than that, make sure you take care of yourselves. And I'll see you soon.
I bring up the pain, Rick solves the mind. I make the market rain like acid rain. An investing channel you ever know, ya. I take your girl, your house, your money, leave you broke, son.